Hello, welcome to OJ Studios. Please enjoy Bridesmaid by Lacey Rice. Ethan had never imagined himself in a dress, let alone as a bridesmaid. The pale pink dress hanging in front of him seemed like a foreign object, something entirely out of his comfort zone. He looked at the white headband with diamonds, feeling a sense of unease washing over him. His mother had been insistent. There was no time to find a replacement bridesmaid, and the dress had already been tailored to fit Kayla. The wedding was just days away, and there was no turning back. "Ethan, sweetie, I know this is asking a lot," his mother said, trying to sound reassuring. "But your aunt really needs you to step in. You'll be a beautiful bridesmaid." Ethan sighed, realizing that he had little choice in the matter. He loved his aunt and wanted to make her happy on her special day. Taking a deep breath, he nodded reluctantly. "Okay, Mom, I'll do it." His mother beamed with gratitude. "Thank you, Ethan. You're such a trooper. We'll make sure you look just like Kayla." The transformation began as they started fitting him into the dress. It was a surreal experience, as the dress enveloped him, and he felt the soft fabric against his skin. The bodice was adorned with delicate lace, and the skirt flowed gracefully around him. As they fastened the headband in place, he caught a glimpse of himself in the mirror. For a moment, he hardly recognized the reflection staring back at him. The dress had transformed him into a different person, and he looked like an exact replica of his sister Kayla. "Ethan, you look absolutely stunning," his mother said, her eyes shimmering with pride. Ethan gave a hesitant smile, his unease still lingering beneath the surface. He appreciated his mother's encouragement, but he couldn't shake the strangeness of the situation. The reflection in the mirror was a stark contrast to his usual appearance, and he couldn't deny that the dress had turned him into a convincing duplicate of Kayla. After the dress fitting, Ethan's mom helped Ethan out of the dress. He hoped that now that he was finished wearing the dress that his mother would turn him back to his normal self, but his mom didn't. "You need to get used to that body, so until the wedding you will remain in that body," his mom said. Ethan's heart sank as he heard his mother's words. He had assumed that once the dress fitting was over, he would be allowed to return to his usual clothing and appearance. But now, he was faced with the prospect of remaining in this unfamiliar body, dressed as a bridesmaid, until the wedding. "But Mom," Ethan protested, "I thought this was just for the fitting. Do I really have to stay like this until the wedding?" His mother sighed, her expression sympathetic but unwavering. "I know it's not easy, Ethan, but it's important that you get used to it. We want you to look convincing as a bridesmaid, and that means you need to become comfortable in this role." Ethan felt a sense of frustration and anxiety welling up within him. He had agreed to help for the wedding, but he hadn't signed up for this extended transformation. The thought of having to navigate daily life as a bridesmaid, with the curious glances and questions from family and friends, was daunting. Over the next few days, Ethan struggled to adjust to his altered appearance and role. His family continued to treat him as if he were Kayla, and he found himself responding to his new name and identity. It was disorienting, to say the least. As the wedding day drew nearer, Ethan couldn't help but wonder how he would manage to maintain this facade. He hoped that once the wedding was over, he could finally return to being himself. But for now, he had little choice but to embrace this unexpected transformation and carry out his duties as a bridesmaid to the best of his ability. The wedding day arrived, and Ethan, now fully accustomed to his bridesmaid role, stood by his aunt's side in the pale pink dress and white headband. He watched as his aunt exchanged vows with her partner, feeling a sense of pride that he had been able to help make her day special. As the ceremony ended and the reception began, Ethan found himself dancing, socializing, and even catching the bouquet when it was thrown. Despite the initial unease, he had managed to blend in seamlessly, and his family and friends seemed none the wiser. When the wedding festivities finally came to a close, Ethan couldn't help but feel a sense of relief. The dress and the transformation had served their purpose, and he was eager to return to his own identity. He approached his mother with a hopeful expression. "Mom, can I please change back now?" he asked, his voice filled with anticipation. His mother smiled warmly at him, realizing that he had done a remarkable job throughout the entire event. "Of course, Ethan. You did wonderfully. Let's get you back into your own clothes." Ethan couldn't have been happier to shed the dress and return to his true self. As he changed back into his regular clothing, he couldn't help but reflect on the unexpected adventure he had embarked on. While it had been challenging, he had proven that he could rise to the occasion and support his family when they needed him. As he left the wedding behind, he felt a newfound sense of confidence and self-assuredness. He knew that he could handle unexpected situations, even if it meant stepping into a dress and becoming a bridesmaid for a day.